My name's Ervin Robinson, and I'm from born and raised in Rockland, Maine, and recently wrote the Driving Old Memories song. I wrote the song because there was something inside of me that needed to get out. And after I retired, which was 2002, I started walking the streets of Rockland, maybe meet some people I hadn't seen in years, and a lot of memories came up of my youth, going to the local schools, and I'd go over practically every day. I'm still doing it now, 8 years later, and there was a kind of a loneliness to it. After you've lost your family members, your mother and father, such as I did, and then one day I was coming up C Street, known as the Point, and I kind of stopped by the Thorndike Hotel, and this feeling came over me that I was kind of walking the streets alone. And because everybody I knew was gone, I was going up one side of the street and down the other, and I didn't even see anybody I knew from high school. The people were gone. A lot of the buildings had changed. The storefronts had changed. So I met, my son had a break, he's a composer, and we met at Wassey's Hot Dogs, and I said to my son Aaron, I said, Aaron, I want to write a song about myself in Rockland, Maine. And he said, well, what's the name of it? And I said, Driving Old Memories. He says, well, hum it a little. So I sang a few bars. I'm driving down Park Street, turn on to Maine. That's about all I had. He says, I'll help you write it. So with his expertise, he did all the music arrangement. I walked the streets and looked in the stores and came up with the verses. And my son put all the video together. He says, well, what are you going to do with it? I said, well, I'm going to leave it to my family members, sisters and brothers and friends. He said, well, why don't we put it on YouTube? And I looked at him and I said, well, what's YouTube? I had no idea what YouTube is. I'm from the old school. And he said, well, we'll do that. So he made up the video and the music, and it actually took him a half an hour to put that together in his living room. Yeah, the music and everything. He did all the music and stacked it. Don't ask me how it's done. And it was one of those things that happened in a flash. And so when I came over that day, he said, Dad, he said, he put it up on the screen on the computer, and I fell right in love with it. Matter of fact, I cried because it was everything that I wanted to express. And then I got to thinking, well, I'll bet there's a lot of people that feel this way. Well, it went on to YouTube, and it's been going great guns. As of today, I think it was over 7,000 views. And it's on Twitter and Tweedledee and all of those computer, whatever they do. It's in 27 countries. Channel 7 is actually what has made this song popular with the people of Rockland, Knox County, and I'm getting calls all the time that people want the video and want the CDs, and Craig has helped me out immensely throughout all of this. It's been possible by putting it on Channel 7. What's actually happened is something never expected. The people that are in the nursing homes in Rockland, and there's quite a few of them, or can't get out, they're viewing that on Channel 7. And they wait for that to come on in the evening so that they can see Rockland, Maine, because they can't get out, a lot of them, and the streets. I've had calls from relatives and saying that their mother and father loved that song. And the song brings back memories to all of them, everybody, that we're all in the same boat. Well, it feels like a full circle. Having run the streets in Rockland, gone through the schools, I was on the police department, I've done everything here. And it makes me feel great. It makes me feel good to know that people just love the song, and I think it's going to inspire me to do some more. It'll probably never top this one, but I'm having a good time with it. It's probably a culmination of a life spent here in Rockland, Maine. It's an unexpected joy. It's probably the best thing that's ever happened. And my son, the article was in the Herald-Gazette, and he said something at the end of it that brought me to tears. He said that he didn't know much about Rockland, Maine, because he's been in the music business and out of state, et cetera, and so forth. And he said, by going around with me and seeing it, Rockland, Maine, it just makes him feel part of Rockland, Maine. And that he also mentioned of all the Broadway, all the things that he's done in New York, 42nd Street, I guess they call it, composing with a symphony, et cetera, and so forth. He said this has probably brought him the greatest joy of anything that he's ever done. So that brought me to tears as well. So I guess we're still making memories. Here today, we're making some more. Thank you, Rockland, Maine. Old memories through my childhood town. I'm driving